Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Fire Emblem Heroes video, and today I'll be taking a look at Tiki, our brand new legendary hero. Be sure to let me know what you guys think about her in the comments below, and let's just jump right in. Legendary Tiki is really special. Not only is she the only blue armor dragon in the game currently, but she also has the highest BST. While she's equipped with her two unique skills and the highest costing skills in her other slots, she becomes our highest arena scoring unit, just slightly above Legendary Hector. She may score very high in arena, but how good is her stat line? Well, there's no one to really compare her to, but I mean clearly she has a very impressive stat line, almost 30 plus in every single stat. It's very rare for a unit to reach 30 across the board. There's only a few units that do that, but those other guys are barely scratching 30 in most of their stats, while Tiki exceeds the average. She's not a jack of all trades, instead she has enough natural offenses and defenses to specialize in both offensive and defensive roles. But hold on, let's not forget about her armor class that allows her to have access to the most powerful skills such as Special Fighter, Bold Fighter, and Vengeful Fighter. These fighter skills combined with her monstrous stats makes her one of, if not the most dangerous unit in the entire game. Let's move on to her key IVs. Starting with boons first, I think anything but a boon in HP is pretty good. More attack grants her 3 to 6 extra damage. Speed increases her offensive and defensive capabilities. It's probably the one you should go for because if you give her Warrior Fighter, its effect cancels out with Bold Fighter, so whoever wins the speed check gets the double. So yeah, speed boon is really good. More defense reduces 3 to 6 damage and is very useful versus hard hitting physical foes. Lastly, a resistance boon reduces 3 to 6 damage from magical attacks. For the Bane, HP is definitely the best Bane. She has great offenses and mixed bulk, so you should try and preserve all that, and the only way to do that is with the HP Bane. Now moving on to her skills, do note that I'm only covering new skills, so if you have any questions regarding older skills, feel free to ask me in the comments. Her weapon is Divine Mist, 16 might 1 range, effective against dragon foes, innate distant counter, and the usual adaptive damage versus ranged foes. Excellent weapon here. She's almost a counter to everything besides high res green foes. She counters dragons, counters ranged foes obviously, and since she's a dragon class and deals magical damage, she's a counter to most melees since most units in the game usually have higher defense than resistance. This weapon is the total package. Her new A skill is Fierce Breath. This is a new addition to the breath skills. We had Steady Breath and Warding Breath, which boosted defense and resistance respectively. Fierce Breath increases attack by 4. So on low speed enemy phase units, I think the defensive breaths are much better than Fierce Breath because slow units have to take 2 hits before activating a high charge special, so the extra defenses is helpful for reducing 8 damage to ensure that the unit can get their second counterattack off. On the other hand, high speed enemy phase units can use Fierce Breath pretty well. High speed units have the ability to prevent doubles, so they don't really need the extra defenses from a steady or warding breath as much as the low speed units do. However, breath skills on high speed units can be a little wonky in the sense that they aren't able to activate Aether in a single round of combat without Quick Impulse or a slaying weapon, but this is where Fierce Stance comes into play. The extra 8 damage can help secure kills with just 2 normal attacks while retaining that special activation for a different target. Her unique C skill is With Everyone. At start of turn, Tiki grants 5 defense and resistance to herself and adjacent allies. So this skill has the core mechanic of an odd and even wave skill where the unit boosts its stats for itself and adjacent allies. The difference is that this skill activates at the start of every turn opposed to every other turn. It increases Tiki's defense from 37 to 42 and resistance from 29 to 34. And considering that she has the potential to prevent doubles whether it's due to her high speed or from Warrior Fighter, she's going to be extremely difficult to take down. If you have a hard time against her in arena, I would recommend having a Panic Ploy user on the team since Tiki's HP isn't really that high and most Tikis will probably have a Bane in HP. Now to wrap things up here, let's end it with some ratings. For unit rating, I'm rating her 5 out of 5. She's absolutely bonkers. There's almost no flaws in her kit. She scores the highest in arena, amazing overall stat line with great versatility, and a near perfect default set out of the box. For skill fodder, I'm rating her 4 out of 5. Fierce Breath is good, but I still prefer Steady and Warding Breath. That's just my personal opinion though, but since she's the only unit that comes with Fierce Breath at the moment, she becomes slightly more valuable. Bold Fighter is obviously the other good fighter skill that she carries. It's one of the most OP skill in the game and only 4 units carry it by default and one of the 4 is a seasonal unit. That's all for the review folks. Tiki is godlike. Welcome to Gen 3 units. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck with your summons. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
くて苦しくて悲しくて Shout free 寂しくて恋しくて